Have you ever wondered why your child seems to push your buttons more than anyone else's? One minute they're laughing and playing, and the next, a tiny frustration sends them into a full-blown meltdown. It feels personal, doesn't it? But here's the truth. It's not about them being difficult or spoiled. It's about the habits we parents unknowingly carry into daily life. Habits that young children under 5 simply can't tolerate. At this age, a child's brain is wiring itself rapidly, forming the foundation for emotional regulation, social skills, and confidence. And certain parental behaviors, even when well-meaning, can interfere with this delicate process. Today, we're going to uncover 5 parent habits that kids secretly hate, and most parents do without realizing it. Recognizing them is the first step toward building a stronger, more connected relationship with your child. The first habit is constant criticism disguised as guidance. Many parents think correcting a child every step of the way is helping them learn. But for toddlers and preschoolers, it often feels like rejection. Imagine a 3-year-old building a block tower. They've stacked it as high as they can, proud of their effort, and you immediately point out what's wrong or how to do it better. In that moment, their brain registers stress, not instruction. This constant correction can lead to fear of failure, self-doubt, and reluctance to explore. Children need encouragement and curiosity, not judgment. Instead of saying, "You're doing it wrong," try, "Wow, look at your tower. Can you tell me how you made it?" This validates their effort while still guiding learning. Kids crave exploration and autonomy. Criticism diminishes both. The second habit is overscheduling and rushing. Parents often feel the pressure to make every minute count. Preschool, playdates, music classes, early reading lessons, but this can overwhelm a child under 5. Young brains thrive on unstructured play, which allows them to experiment, problem solve, and develop creativity. Overscheduling teaches children that performance equals love or approval, which is not only stressful, but can inhibit natural curiosity. You might notice your child resisting transitions, having frequent tantrums, or acting defiant. This is their brain signaling that they need time to process and engage at their own pace. Giving children space to explore and play freely, even 15 minutes longer than planned, can yield better developmental outcomes than an hour of structured lessons. The third habit is inconsistency in rules and expectations. Children under 5 are learning cause and effect, trust, and boundaries. When you say no one moment and allow it the next, your child doesn't see stubbornness, they see unpredictability. Inconsistent parenting breeds anxiety, testing behaviors, and power struggles. Predictable routines and clear boundaries give children a sense of safety. That doesn't mean rigidity or controlling behavior, but simple consistency is key. For example, if bedtime is 8 p.m., having a calm pre-bedtime routine every night signals safety and helps their brain wind down. Consistency communicates trustworthiness. Children learn that their environment is stable and that you can be counted on. The fourth habit is overusing technology around children. Parents often think they are multitasking or modeling responsible tech use, but young children are extremely sensitive to parental attention. Seeing you on your phone constantly can send the message, "You are not as important as this device." Even indirect exposure, watching you scroll while they try to engage, can hinder social development and language learning. Young brains need human interaction, faces, voices, gestures, and responsive play. Setting aside tech-free times, even for short periods, allows for quality connection. Narrating your actions, responding enthusiastically to their discoveries, and being fully present reinforces attachment and boosts cognitive development. The fifth habit is failing to validate feelings. Children under 5 experience emotions intensely. Anger, sadness, or fear are not just small feelings, they feel monumental to them. When a parent says, "Stop crying," or "It's not a big deal," it teaches the child that their emotions are wrong or unworthy of attention. This can lead to emotional suppression, frustration, and difficulty regulating feelings later in life. Instead, labeling and validating emotions, "I see you're frustrated because your toy broke. That must feel upsetting," helps children understand and manage their feelings. Validation builds trust and emotional intelligence. Children who feel heard are more likely to express emotions calmly and develop empathy for others. Let's explore how these habits impact long-term development and practical strategies to replace them with nurturing behaviors. Each habit affects the wiring of a child's brain. Constant criticism creates self-doubt and fear of failure. Overscheduling fosters anxiety and perfectionism. Inconsistency leads to insecurity and testing behavior. Parental tech use can limit social engagement and attachment. Ignoring or minimizing emotions hinders emotional regulation. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward change. The second step is replacing them with consistent, mindful, and emotionally supportive alternatives. Replacing criticism with curiosity and guidance encourages learning and confidence. Instead of correcting, ask questions that invite reflection. Instead of overscheduling, prioritize free play and creativity. Let your child explore without pressure. Replace inconsistency with clear, predictable routines while maintaining flexibility for unexpected moments. Reduce technology use during interactions, ensuring your child feels seen and heard. And instead of dismissing emotions, validate them, even when they seem minor to you. Simple phrases like, "I understand you're upset," can have profound effects. Implementing these changes doesn't require perfection. It requires awareness and small, intentional shifts. Start with one habit at a time. Notice how your child responds and adjust accordingly. Even small changes, like 5 minutes of undivided attention, replacing one no with curiosity, or labeling emotions during a tantrum, can transform daily interactions. Over time, these habits build a foundation of emotional security, trust, and resilience. Children under 5 are incredibly perceptive. They notice how you respond more than what you say. Adjusting these habits strengthens your relationship, reduces tantrums, and nurtures independence and confidence. Parenting young children is not about control or perfection. It's about presence, empathy, and intentionality. By recognizing and changing the 5 habits that children secretly dislike, you're investing in their emotional and cognitive development. You're teaching them self-worth, emotional regulation, and the ability to navigate the world confidently. It's not an overnight process. Tantrums may flare and resistance may appear, but consistent effort creates children who feel safe, valued, and capable. The long-term payoff is a child who can handle challenges, communicate effectively, and thrive emotionally. So before you reach for a lecture, a device, or a checklist, pause. Reflect on your daily habits. Are you criticizing, rushing, inconsistent, distracted by technology, or dismissing emotions? Awareness alone begins the change. Then take action. Small, deliberate steps each day. Over time, these efforts transform frustration into cooperation, anxiety into curiosity, and disconnection into deep attachment. By making these adjustments, you're not just reducing stress today. You're shaping a child's brain, emotional health, and the capacity for resilience for life. Remember, before age 5, children don't need perfect parents. They need parents who are mindful, present, and emotionally attuned. When you begin to implement these changes, the difference is subtle at first. A calmer response to frustration, fewer tantrums, more willingness to explore, a sense of pride in accomplishments, or even moments when your child seeks comfort rather than rebelling. All of these are signs that your efforts are working. Mindful parenting creates ripple effects that last far beyond the preschool years. Emotional validation teaches empathy and self-regulation. Consistency builds trust. Free play fosters creativity. And undivided attention strengthens attachment. Over time, your child develops not only skills, but also confidence, resilience, and the ability to navigate challenges with calm and curiosity. By consciously replacing these 5 parent habits, you're giving your child the greatest gift, a safe, nurturing environment where they feel valued, understood, and empowered to explore the world. Before age 5, every interaction matters. Each moment of attention, curiosity, and validation helps wire their brain for emotional intelligence, problem solving, and healthy relationships. The tantrums, the testing, the frustrations, they're signals, not failures. They're messages that your child's brain is seeking guidance, connection, and understanding. By responding intentionally, you transform daily struggles into opportunities for growth, learning, and stronger connection. This is the essence of parenting young children: presence over perfection, connection over control, and understanding over judgment. When you shift your habits, you're not just reducing short-term struggles. You're shaping a child who is emotionally secure, confident, and ready to thrive. It's challenging, yes, but deeply rewarding. Your child notices, absorbs, and mirrors your intentional behaviors. With patience, awareness, and consistent practice, these 5 habits can become pillars of supportive parenting rather than sources of tension. And in those moments of breakthrough, when a tantrum subsides quickly, when your child independently tries something new, or when they come to you for comfort rather than rebelling, the reward is visible. You'll see the impact of mindful parenting in action. These moments, though they may seem small, are the building blocks of a lifetime of emotional resilience, confidence, and trust. Every correction replaced with curiosity, every moment of tech-free attention, every validated emotion, every predictable routine, and every space for free play contributes to the foundation of a healthy, thriving mind. So start today. Notice, reflect, and adjust. Choose presence over distraction, empathy over judgment, consistency over unpredictability, validation over dismissal, and play over schedules. Your child's brain, heart, and confidence will thank you, not just today, but for years to come. Because the truth is simple. Before age 5, it's not ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, or the perfect routine that matters most. It's the way you show up, connect, and respond to your child every single day. That's what shapes the foundation of who they will become.